Hello everyone. In this video, I will be talking to you about the initial process or beginning stages for constructing a robot. Well, first you have to ask yourself, why construct or build a robot? Because a robot project can be very time consuming and very costly. But maybe it's an interest or hobby or enjoyment of yours. Maybe you need to gain some type of usefulness. You need to provide assistance for some reason. You need to fulfill some need with a robot. Or you are creating something new. You are innovating, taking some ideas and improving on them and advancing technology. Or maybe you are conducting some research and development, like working on a school project, like me, or an assignment. Or you are providing products, you are building a robot for someone, and many other reasons. Okay, so now you have your reason or reasons for building or constructing your robot. So you now have to ask yourself, how will you construct a robot? You have to decide on the structure. You have to design the structure for a specific function or task. You have to ask yourself, will the robot travel with the use of rotors, legs, tracks, or wheels? You have to decide whether you want the simplest, which I prefer, which are wheels, or whether you want to have something walking on legs, which is very complex. You have to draw and sketch diagrams. I will show you a computer-aided drawing of my diagram for my robot that I started to build. You have to research topics about constructing a robot. Watch instructional videos, read journals, articles, manuals, and books, etc. Do everything you can, like test your builds, think about it. Anything that helps you to build that robot is helpful. You have to acquire construction materials. You have to find the right parts that perform the functions that you need. Maybe you need a motor that has high torque and low rotation speed. Or maybe it's the opposite. You need a motor that can have high speed and low torque. You may even need a servo motor, and that's different from other motors. You have to make sure that the parts you acquire are compatible with the other parts that you need them to be connected to and work with. You have to decide whether the components and materials you acquire are strong and durable. Are your materials adaptable? I'll be using wooden planks that can be cut, and I can even remove them and add more parts as I need. So I'm testing out my designs so they're easily adaptable. I can reconfigure my designs easily. You have to acquire necessary tools, so you also need to have the necessary tools that can assist you in building your robot. Screwdrivers, wrenches, hex keys, even soldering irons and welding tools. You may even need instruments to test your builds, like finding out if you have the right power of battery rating for your motors, so you may need a multimeter. And then you can proceed with your research and development. You have ideas, you find ideas and concepts, you use them, you adapt them, and you develop your robot. You can test your designs, experiment with your designs, and make improvements on your designs. Here is a computer-aided design or draft of my robot that I intend to build. I am currently acquiring the materials and parts. I have almost all of the parts that you see on the screen. So there are 2 gear motors with high torque and low speed. There are 2 caster wheels for added stability. At the rear, there are 2 wheels that can swivel instead of just 1. I've decided to add 2 for more stability because I intend on installing a robotic arm at the top front of the vehicle of the mobile robot, and when the arm picks up some weight, it may need more stability. I will also mount as many components and parts and the battery on the bottom rear or back of the robot, so the robot can be as best balanced as possible. I may even remove the frame and extend out the caster wheels farther back to add more stability. But for now, it's more compact because I want the robot to be able to have access to very small and narrow pathways. All wheels have a high ground clearance to be able to travel over small bumps. There's a modular base frame which can be altered, extended or reduced, etc. Threaded rods as posts with adjustable nuts that can easily alter the heights of platforms for sensors, microcontrollers, payloads, robotic arms, etc. So I simply need to move 4 nuts to the same level, drill holes in the panel, and place them on above the nuts, and I can easily adjust the heights and add more as necessary. The threaded nuts also have a very small diameter, which avoids too much interference with the radar scanner that I plan on installing for this robot to have localization and navigation capabilities with radar. Then I can even have additional rods that can also be mounted on lower platforms to provide various upper platform placements. So this is a very adjustable method that I am using, and it's actually very cheap. This setup you see right now, I will show you the price or cost that I've had thus far in a following slide. So here is my mobile manipulator project items list. I am trying to keep track of my spending, so I made this table that shows the prices of the components and materials that I purchased. The prices that you see that are 0 are for items and materials and components and parts that I already had before starting this project. So far for this project, I purchased a Raspberry Pi 4 Model B 8GB RAM microcontroller because I need a high processor to perform the complex tasks that a less capable processor will struggle with, or maybe not even be able to perform. I also purchased an Arduino motor shield to be able to control the two motors. I bought the rubber wheel and motor kit because I needed something that I can control with signals from my microcontroller, easily keep track of the rotations and speed of the wheels, and control that also. And I also want to incorporate a laser scanner for localization and mapping reasons, so I can have a robot that can avoid obstacles and also traverse paths. Then I purchased some motor mount brackets with screws to mount the motor on the frame of the base. And then I also purchased threaded rods that you've seen in my previous sketch. I purchased quite a bit so I can adjust my structure as I need or find necessary. So I hope that this presentation provided you with some insights on constructing or building a robot. Thank you for watching.